Go ahead.
Yeah, you know, it's a little windy out here. You know, Satan blew the camera down. But we're going to get back into it because he ain't stopping nothing. Where was I? I just started at 12 again. It says Exodus 1 and 12. But the more they afflicted them, the more they multiplied and grew. And they were grieved because of the children of Israel. And the Egyptians made the children of Israel to serve with, how you say that? Who? Rigor.
Rigor, which is harshness. So the Egyptians was grieved with the children of Israel. You know, because they was mightier and stronger and better than them and everything. Just like we are in America today.
Right.
You know, the average Joe white man can't compete with the average Joe so-called Negro. We're better than them in all sports. They can't compete with us on nothing. You know, we're better than them in everything. It's just they have the jobs because this is their, you know, it's for them. So they give them it. But the best of all things is the blacks. You know what I mean? The best brain surgeon, the best basketball player, the best this, the best that. Everything is always the so-called black person, not these Edomites.
It says, and the Egyptians made the children of Israel to serve them with rigor,
which is harshness.
It says,
just like the white man did to our people today.
And they made their lives bitter with hard bondage,
right?
And mortar, and how you say that? Mortar and the brick.
Mortar and brick. So they built up those pyramids. They built the cities, man. They built Ramses. They built Phythom. They built other cities. Keep going.
It says, and in all manner of service in the field.
In all manner of service in the fields. So they was so-called what you want to picking cotton. You know, just like we do, just like our people had to do this time around.
It says, all their service wherein they made them serve was with rigor. And the king of Egypt spake to the Hebrew midwives, of which the name of one was, how you say that? Shiphrah? And the name of the other Puah. And he said, when ye do the office of the midwives of the Hebrew woman, and see them upon the stools, if it be a son, then ye shall kill him. But if it be a daughter, then she shall live.
Right. So if it was a young man, then the Pharaoh said you're supposed to kill him. If it was a boy, but if it was a girl, then you can keep her. Why? Because they can get the women and then take them as their own and create more Egyptians. But they wanted to kill off the offspring of the men because the men carries the seed, man. That's common sense right there.
Yeah.
The men carries the seed. The offspring is within the man. So without the man, the offspring would be dead. You know?
It says,
matter of fact, what we got? Matthew's 2 and 9. Got a scripture that he's coming to This is Matthew 2 and 16. Then Herod, when he saw, now this is going on that the Most High will kill, you know, kids. It doesn't matter. There's no respect of persons. He don't give a damn if you, you know, not even, you know, in your mother's womb. He'll kill you in your mother's womb. That's what abortion is. That's what miscarriages is. Most High kill you within your mother's womb. This is Matthew 2 and 16. Then Herod, when he saw that he was mocked of the wise men, was exceedingly wroth, and set forth and slew all the children that were in Bethlehem, and in all the coast thereof, from 2 years old and under, according to the time which he had diligently inquired of the wise men. So when the wise men told him about Yahweh Shai being born, you know, he told him to go seek him out and bring him back so he can worship him. But he was really trying to kill him. So, you know, that's when they didn't go back and tell him. So he was like, fuck it. And Harad was an Edomite. And, you know, Harad was like, go and kill all the firstborns, you know, 2 years and under. Not even, you know, 2 years and under. All male childs, 2 years, not even, you know, all male childs 2 years and under was to be put to death in Bethlehem. According to the time which he had diligently inquired of the wise men, then was fulfilled that which was spoken by Jeremy the prophet, saying, in Ramah was their voice heard, lamentation and weeping, and a great mourning, Rachel weeping for her children, and would not be comforted, because they are not. But when Harad was dead, behold, an angel of the Lord appeared in a dream to Joseph in Egypt, saying, arise and take the young child and his mother, and go into the land of Israel, for they are dead which sought the young child's life. So the Most High killed, and it was spoken by Jeremy the prophet that, you know, prophesied that this was going to happen. But they ain't believe him, you know, so it's a repetitive thing that goes on in this world today. You don't believe what we say, but, you know, we just reading out the scriptures that all you so-called Negroes and all this whole world claims to believe in pretty much. Go ahead back there. So the Most High, man, like, he is no respect of persons. He'll destroy you, man. It don't matter what age you are. 2 years, 1 year, firstborns. Throw your eye. All the firstborns got thrown in the fucking river to alligators. That happened over here in America.
And that's why we tell people, like, you know, the Most High will kill these kids. They're like, oh, why would he do that? Why would he not do that?
It says from birth, your imagination is evil.
Right.
So what the fuck? You wicked from birth.
You gotta think, your mom sins and your dad sins. You know what I'm saying? You think you coming, you not, there's no purity in it. Because both of your parents are sinners.
What do you laugh at what kids do when they be acting like, oh, rapping, crazy?
Right.
You see, oh, that's cute. That shit ain't, that's wicked, man. Right. That shit is not cute, motherfucker. Like, you be like, oh, man, that shit ain't fucking cute. Because when they get older, it ain't cute no more, man.
I hate when people say, she's an angel. That's my angel. Yeah,
right.
Okay.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Most I said these women bring forth monsters, so that's a little fucking demon child. Angel my ass. It says, I'm gonna start at 21 and 20 Exodus. It says, therefore Yahweh dealt well with the midwives, and the people multiplied and waxed very mighty. And
right, the Most High dealt well with the midwives because they had faith on the Most High, because they feared the Most High more than they feared the Pharaoh. You know, that's what Peter said. We would rather obey God rather than men. And that's why we out here, man.
Right, and that's what we gotta try to do too when this shit happen, man. Right. We gotta try to, you know what I'm saying, follow our Father, man, not let, you know what I'm saying, the fear and shit get into us, man. We supposed to fear him. Don't let this bullshit fear us. Right. And we know it's gonna be scary, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we know we got something bigger on the other end, man.
Right.
You know
he said you can't compare this life to the glory, man.
Right.
You can't compare what you're gonna go through in this world in the glory. Like, the glory ain't got, like, we gonna have so much abundant. It's not gonna be compared to this bullshit that we're going through right now.
It says, therefore Yahweh dealt with the midwives, and the people multiplied and waxed very mighty. And it came to pass, because the midwives feared Yahweh, that he made them houses. And Pharaoh charged all his people, saying, every son that is.
So he ain't make the midwives do it, he made his own servants do it. And he made the midwives houses. The Most High had favor on them because they feared him more than they feared the fucking Pharaoh.
Right.
Can't be fearing these fucking cops and they all this black ass authority they got and they gun and shit, man. We out here to do the Most High will.
It says, every son that is born ye shall cast into the river, and every daughter ye shall save alive. And there went a man of the house of Levi, and took to wife a daughter of Levi. And the woman conceived and bare a son. And when she saw him that he was a godly child, she hid him 3 months. And when she could not longer hide him, she took for him an ark of how you say it? How you say it? How you say it again? Bulrushes. Okay. And how you say that? Dubed it with slime and with spit, and put the child therein, and she laid it in the flags by the river brink. And his sister stood afar off to wait with what would be done to him.
Right, to witness what's going on.
And the daughter of Pharaoh came down to wash himself at the river, and her maidens.
Read that over, start that over.
Okay. It says, and the daughter of Pharaoh came down to wash herself.
Right, the daughter of Pharaoh came down to wash herself in the river. Go ahead.
And her, how you say it again? Maidens walked along by the riverside. And when she saw the ark among the flags, she sent her maid to fetch it. And when she had opened it, she saw the child, and behold, the baby wept. And she had compassion on him, and said, "This is one of the Hebrews' children." Then said his sister to Pharaoh's daughter.
So she knew that she was like, this is one of the Hebrews' children, but he was so cute in her eyes, she had to keep him. She was royalty, so it's like a little toy to these people, man. But at the same time, that was the Most High showing him favor. And it was Pharaoh's daughter that found Moses, not Pharaoh's wife. They used to have it in all the movies that Pharaoh's wife found Moses in the river. That he was a son, he was like a son unto Pharaoh. That's not true, man. Because when he killed the damn Egyptian, he ran, and they were trying to kill him right away. The movie tell you, oh, he loved them and I wanted them to come back. No, the nigga try to off him.
Says, okay, it says, it says, then said his sister to Pharaoh's daughter, shall I go and call of thee and nurse of the Hebrew woman, that she may nurse the child for thee? And Pharaoh's daughter said to her, go. And the maid went and called the child's mother. And Pharaoh's daughter said unto her, take this child away and nurse it for me.
So now this is a mystery that a lot of people don't understand. As Moses, when he stayed with his mom for 3 months, then they took him, put him in a river. The daughter found him, brought him back, took him back to his mother, and said, nurse him for me. Keep going. I wanted to get that out because she nursed him, but it don't tell you how long she nursed him.
It says, and Pharaoh's daughter said unto her, take this child away and nurse it for me, and I will give thee thy wage. And the woman took the child and nursed it, and the child grew, and she brought him unto Pharaoh's daughter.
Right, so the child grew, and she brought him back to Pharaoh's daughter, but it don't tell you how old that he was when she brought him back.
And he became her son, and she called his name Moses. And she said, because I drew him out of the water. And it came to pass in those days when he was grown, that he went out unto